Why are politics simultaneously so hard to talk about with people, but yet so easy to rant about, especially on social media? The majority of this project for me has been weird, just talking to myself in a room and sometimes telling embarrassing stories, but admitting that your political views are different than other people can be really challenging and really difficult. A lot of my friends openly, wildly support Hillary Clinton. And they seem to get really bent out of shape about people who support Bernie Sanders, and vice versa. It works the other way too. And I'm kind of at a point for myself where it's really weird. Like, I don't believe that every single Bernie Sanders supporter is like a misogynist or hates, is like anti-feminism or is judging Hillary just because she's a woman. I'm not judging Hillary because she's a woman. I would love a woman president. And I don't also believe that every Hillary supporter thinks that every Bernie supporter, vice versa. But it's kind of being magnified and magnified and magnified. And a lot of people openly express that the people supporting the other one are, different degrees of misunderstood or miseducated or crazy. And it's really difficult to have that conversation. And I don't know why. Because it feels so personal and it feels so like the future is in the balance. I think we all know who we don't want, among my friends anyway. But I feel like my father is a Trump supporter, so I've heard, but I can't talk to him about that. When it comes up in my head, I'm like, I can't have this conversation. I don't know how to have this conversation. Because I can't relate to it and I don't understand it. But more and more, my conscience is leaning towards Bernie. And I've been trying to read more and more and more about each one of them and to try and wrap my head around the whole picture and the whole scenario. And why my friends would think that I was crazy or insane, or why they even label Bernie as being crazy, as if that's not as offensive as somebody not voting for Hillary just because she's a woman. It's a really, really perplexing thing to try and see it from both sides and try and understand it. And I think the further we move into the future, like this spectrum is just going to get worse. But I feel like if we have the chance and the ability to possibly change the entire system, to alter it from within, and get a fresh perspective, it's like, why not? Why wouldn't we take that chance rather than just dealing with the status quo of the way things are and have been? I don't know. Again, after everything that happened yesterday, it's a really hard conversation to have. But it's really easy to rant about on social media, so let's just keep doing that. It's Wednesday, March 2nd. I will see you tomorrow.